Why am I up so late? I don't know. Just turned into a night person. Oh well. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna how it's gonna be. I'm fine with that. Let me. Oh god, this freaking playback and the freaking order. Okay then. So let me send out some invites and send some stuff around here. Copy that link and bring it to some of the chats. So, I don't know how long I'm going to be awake for, but let's make the most of it. How about that? I have some good drinks here that'll probably keep me awake for a good amount of time. Transponder, motion, blah 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 blah. Crime scene. Okay. Crash. And if my yawning gets to anyone, I'm sorry. It's
That Excel camp has a high concentration of registered criminals, Pathfinder.
What, the boxes? Okay. I'm gonna take a bet we're gonna have to come back at some point. Yeah, I was getting small bits of information back in my head. Look at this gameplay. Oh god. When I start to play this game. I didn't want to skip this game for too long.
Oops.
Dangerously close.
That Dar looks nicer than the other ones we've come across. Could have decent supplies. They're all dead. How did this happen?
I don't see signs of an attack. Scanning the bodies could provide a clue. Someone has tampered with the filter. The Angara ingested only enough sulfuric acid to be lethal over time.
But not enough that they'd notice right away. A filtration center. If they had this, why were they drinking poisoned water?
I could provide an analysis via the scanner Pathfinder. Blackened stomach and ulceration, consistent with poisoning by sulfuric acid. Most likely from consuming Kadara's water without proper filtration.
Kadara has been home to Angara for centuries. They would never drink unfiltered water.
I suggest we examine the town's water supply.
It's encrypted. Sam, can you get us in?
Yes. One moment, please. This log belonged to Skylar Yafir, an Angara who lived here.
Play the first log, Sam.
More and more aliens keep showing up. They are desperate, dirty things who will pay anything for a slab of Ardhi and clean water. I thought all was lost when the Ket invaded, but maybe our luck's changing.
Let's hear the second log.
Today, I caught one of the aliens studying our filtration system. I had Karina and her sisters guard the facility. If these exiles learn how to make their own water filters, they won't need us anymore.
Final log, Sam.
Some of the aliens have set up shelter not far from here. They call it Charybdis Point. A band of them came today demanding we hand over our water filters. Karina and the others were able to drive them off, but I fear the desperate look in their eyes.
These exiles could be the ones who tampered with the water filters.
This star must be avenged, Ryder.
That's enough. Quite the menu.
Here.
I have located the source of the SOS, marking the nav point on your map.
This is where an architect attacks. I remember that. It's something hard to not remember. Oh, that's not.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
I have a good feeling I'll probably fall asleep playing this. Oh well. If I do, my system will turn off eventually. Oh, I want to do that. I can play this. Whoops, wrong way. Definitely have more jump. That's more boost. Climb walls pretty much like a vertical one. As long as you have the upgrades for it.
Pathfinder, my scans indicate this site may be worth searching for Angaran relics.
Interesting.
A Rivan. I haven't seen one like this.
Let's show it to Avela.
Hello, whoever joined.
Check it out. Someone got our SOS.
No shit, it worked. We got your SOS. What's the emergency?
Oh, well, it's not like life or death or anything. It's just our plant over there is dying.
What the hell makes a plant so important?
It's how we make a living out here. Our plant, well, has medicinal properties.
Medicinal. Yeah, that sounds good.
And we sell it to, you know, customers who need, medicinal assistance.
Yeah, but our heat lamp UV thing broke and it's gonna die. And you look like the clever type. Well, maybe you could find one?
I've got a light for your plant.
Seriously? Wow, in the middle of nowhere. Awesome. This'll do it.
And hey, feel free to take a sample with you, you know, if you ever need to fight off an infection or...
Be quiet, man.
This plant appears to have unique pharmacological characteristics. It can act as a powerful antibiotic. However, at much higher doses it may produce psychoactive effects.
So they weren't completely lying about it. This could help that sick guy back in the Nexus refuge.
Okay then. Well, time to... Let's triple back. I think that's the guy over there. No, faster over there. Time is
The Angaran satellites and destroyed the search vessel.
Yeah.
What are the odds they'll surrender peacefully?
Less than 1%.
Right. That's just the issue, isn't it? Don't worry about it.
Thank you. That meant everything.
Let me know if you find some medicine. Let me know if you find some medicine.
You mean?
Let me know if you find some medicine.
I did. What the hell do you mean? Don't tell me it glitched
Let me know
out.
if you find some medicine.
Yep, it did. It didn't actually pick it up. That's some bull. I think this happened last time, remember? Okay, let's make the trek back. Something is still
Got them all.
goes pretty fast. What the hell do I do here? Okay, this is just one of those remembering those bugs that occur in this game that you can't do anything about. This is one of those bugs. So. Oh well. Can't do anything about it. It was bugged on consoles, wasn't bugged on PC because you can command lock stuff. Oh well, I'll just
that stole the Angaran satellites and destroyed the search vessel.
blah.
What are the odds they'll surrender peacefully?
Less than 1%.
1%. Blah, blah, blah,
Pathfinder, we are nearing Karabdis Point, the exile camp mentioned in Yafir's logs.
We should talk to whoever's...
Pathfinder, Venturev claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location. Pathfinder, this is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate.
Found it.
Clearly that's broken.
The transponder's power source is drained.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
We're one step closer to building a home in Helios.
Oh yeah, hard part's totally behind us.
Look somewhere else.
Oil pay before heading out. Credits for the vent and a dinged up oxidizer valve for the water. How dinged up? Just a little. Riley's taking care of it.
I guess it's gonna be the building below it.
Picked clean.
Water filters, The make and design matches those found in the Angaran town.
So exiles stole the Angara's design and poisoned them for good measure.
So much death. And for what?
Hey. What are you doing in here?
A better question is, where'd you get the design for these water filters?
Leave it alone, before you can't.
I won't ask again. Where did you get the filter designs?
There's a history here you wouldn't understand.
Try me.
We couldn't pay Sloane's protection fees, so she forced us out. We came to the Angara for help. Starving. Dying. But instead of being decent, those flapheads bled us dry. Credits. Clothes. Weapons. They took everything.
Not everything. You survived. You set up here.
The Angara are the only ones who know how to properly filter this planet's water. All we wanted was to be self-sufficient. I offered to pay for the designs. They refused.
So you poisoned them?
And took all their business.
I won't let you get away with this.
Figured you'd say that. Kill them.
Watch out!
At least the Angara got some justice.
Thank you, Ryder.
Let's see if I can load back a bit here so I can talk to the Maddox guy before we kill him. Nope. Okay.
Welcome to Caribdis Point. Name's Malix. You looking for a place to hole up? Got some open beds. Food and clean water cost extra.
I'm just looking around.
Look all you like. Just don't make trouble.
How'd you end up on Kadara?
Followed Sloane from the Nexus, but couldn't pay her protection fees. No fancy port for me.
She forced you out?
Those are the rules. Can't pay the fees, can't live on the mountain. First few months were tough. No water, no weapons to hunt. I really thought I was gonna die out here.
You obviously pulled through.
I didn't travel 600 years to starve to death. I found other exiles. Put the strength in numbers theory to the test. Thus, Charybdis Point was born.
How'd you end up on Kadara?
Those are the... I really thought I was gonna die out here.
You obviously pulled...
I found... Thus, Charybdis Point was born.
You get a lot of business out here?
Our establishment might not look like much, but spend a few nights in the Badlands and we're practically Hotel Azure. Clean beds, warm grub, and the only place for miles with properly filtered water. Serious amenities on Kadara.
One of your neighbors was murdered.
ZR's dead?
Very. Know anything that could help me track his killer?
No. ZR had a habit of shooting anyone who got close to his lawn. Still, grumpy bastard had his uses. People think twice about robbing you when there's a Krogan next door.
My squad and I came across an Angaran town not far from here. The inhabitants were poisoned. Their water filters had been tampered with.
Nasty way to go.
I found a log that mentioned trouble with this camp. Know anything about that?
Can't say I do, I just sell beds.
And clean water?
I don't like what you're implying, Pathfinder. Either rent a bed or get the fuck out. Please.
Pathfinder, this is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of ZR. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
They wanted him to suffer.
This cannot go unpunished.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
The Angaran footprints lead this way.
See where they go.
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
A home filled with strangers becomes a prison. Axel's words.
We do not know if the wielder was Angaran. An exile could have stolen the blade.
then I can go over and do the original one.
Picked clean.
Water filters. The make and design matches those found in the Angaran town.
So exiles stole the...
You just...
These filters. You stole the design from the Angara, didn't you?
This doesn't concern you. Walk away. Before you can't.
I won't ask again. Where did you get the filter designs?
There's a history here you wouldn't understand.
Try me.
We couldn't pay Sloan. We came, but instead of being credits...
Not everything. You survived.
The Angara. All we wanted was to...
So you poisoned them?
And took all their business.
I won't let you get away with this.
Figured you'd say that. Kill them.
At least the Angara got some justice.
Thank you, Ryder.
This area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to Kadara's water toxicity problem.
Looks like it goes underground.
Hopefully there's a way down. But we're gonna need a really big drill. Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Day for a stroll, huh?
Don't mind our friend here. He's, just tired. Needed a little nap is all. Be good as new.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
So when it does die, I won't be able to open it. Just a heads up.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Investigate further. Yes. I get it. Oh, that goes over there. Let's turn this way. Okay, we'll go this way. Yeah.
That should do it. We found all we can. Let's get back to Cineris.
We're checking out that camp, right? Outlaws!
Well executed.
Nice work.
Changing position.
Outlaws in view.
Moving.
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
Got it.
This is the location from the Splendor Pit, Pathfinder. Approaching nav point for the weapons cache, Pathfinder.
Hope it's worth the credits. I think that's all of them. It's full. After that ambush, I thought the whole thing was a scam.
We should confront the Turian. Demand an explanation.
Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Outlaws. Maybe friends of Spender?
Let's do this.
this card are you in? Wasn't cheap just by doing this. I always like running. Oh yes, bunch of shit. Okay. That wouldn't have killed me.
Uh-oh. We got company!
That's not company! That's the Pathfinder!
Spender must have blabbed. Let's get out of here!
Quick, get on the shuttle!
Hurry up!
What the? No, wait! Don't leave us! The bastard
Undocumented
left us!
mineral nearby,
Of course he
Pathfinder.
did.
The shuttle left without them.
What the hell do we do now?
I guess we fight.
So Spender's been sneaking goods from the Nexus to these exiles. Why?
This Arome seems concerned about something hidden in Spender's apartment on the Nexus. The datapad mentions a scrambler, which would explain the state of the file in the security archives. I highly recommend finding it.
So, find the scrambler, nail Spender. Check. This must be a rendezvous point for these exiles. Remote enough.
Spender appears to know it well.
Careful. Whoever rounded up that junk will get territorial if we get close.
All these caves, it's a smuggler's dream.
This technology is not registered to either of Kadara's factions, Pathfinder.
Enemies! Scout, our connections won't do us any favors in a camp like that. Got 'em all.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Just one mining zone? That's refresh the nomad shields and everything.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. The mining zone has been depleted.
Enemies!
Well, you definitely don't look like an outlaw. Good thing I disarmed the traps. Sorry about that. I'm used to your kind giving me trouble.
What's my kind doing?
The usual. Trying to rob me, messing with the remnant, shooting at my people. Not all of them, of course. But enough to make me shoot first.
You said you had traps around here?
Corrosive traps. Made them with the gas from the vents.
That's smart.
You have to get creative out here. I learned sabotage when shooting stopped working. I can disable vehicles, take down shields. Anything that gives us an edge over attackers.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping my people safe. Between the Ket and the outlaws, We've been pushed out of our homes. Some decided to dig their heels in and weather the attacks. I'm making sure they survive.
The Resistance could use someone with skills like yours.
We have enough to deal with here. I'm not leaving my people.
If we don't take the fight to the gate, your people will never be safe.
And what would you know about it?
The Pathfinder and I have seen what the Ket can do. In time, they'll come for Kadara. For you.
If you join, you can make a better world for your people.
Not just on Kadara. Everywhere.
When you put it that way, I guess I don't have much of a choice.
At least go to Vold and talk to them.
Fine, I'll go check it out. No promises.
Stay safe out here.
No problem there.
We're nearing the exchange point specified in the Outlaw's datapad.
Shit. Guess it turned out exactly like the Outlaw said it would.
Not quite. I'm guessing that's him by the loot.
Pathfinder, there's an additional datapad here.
So his plan didn't work out after all.
These caches contain valuable resources, Pathfinder. I suggest repurposing them for the initiative.
At least some good will come from this.
This area is called Dralir. It means death caves.
Charming.
Not really.
Nasty crash.
Any survivors?
Who's there? Hamash, is that you?
Don't talk. We'll get you back to town.
No, I can't move. It's too late. I just want to rest.
Don't lose hope, brother.
Can you tell me what happened?
It was the Ket. Took us by surprise. They killed everyone. John lasted the longest. They didn't know I was still alive. I saw them raiding our packs. Then they took off into the hills.
What's in the hills? Is there a Ket base there?
There's nothing in the hills. We've never heard of a base. Sloane says Kadara is free of Ket.
What did the Ket take from you?
I don't know. Supplies, weapons. They took everything. Scavenge ship pods.
I'll leave you to rest.
Thank you. I wish.
Titus, it's Ryder. Your Ket rumors have weight. Just found a caravan they attacked.
Damn it. Really thought we got them all.
One of the wounded said they headed for the hills. I'm gonna check it out.
I'll search too. Grabbing a shuttle now.
Ket tracks. They're leading up into those hills.
Cave over there. Maybe something's inside.
Ket tracks. We're going the right way. More tracks. Can't be far now.
Look, a cave. Wanna bet our Ket are inside?
Titus, I think I found something. Sending the nav point.
Impatient, are we?
Sloan, I wasn't expecting you.
She wouldn't take no for an answer.
I'm not about to let someone else fight my battles. Especially an initiative lapdog.
You don't want me here? Take it up with Titus.
Oh, I will.
Enough. Let's get this over with.
You're such a grump when you're worried.
Every second you're gone from the port is an opportunity for the collective. The Pathfinder and I can have...
What was that?
They know we're here. Get ready.
Don't let them flank you!
Hostiles ahead!
Let's get rid of the bodies.
Wouldn't want anyone to know you had Ket hiding under your noses.
Your discretion is appreciated.
This place is massive.
Detecting high levels of toxic gas. Proceed with caution, Pathfinder.
Hey, I'm always cautious.
Careful. It'd be easy to get lost in here.
Me? Lost? Never. Is that a generator? What's it doing all the way out here?
It appears to be powering the floodlights.
Well, yeah, but who put it here? The surveyor?
That would be a lot of equipment for one man to carry.
Dead end. Huh. Try the other path? Wow, this place is big.
Another generator.
And more lights. They lead to something? Okay, this was the surveyor's last known location.
Think I found him.
A surveyor. Who did it? Outcasts? Collective? Random exiles?
Gravity.
What?
He broke his neck, probably from trying to obtain barite samples.
That's, an unfortunate death.
Sam, download his data. We can at least deliver that.
Fresh air.
You hear that?
Intruders.
Stand down. The charlatan wants this one alive. Out for a walk, Pathfinder?
No one else in the collective hesitated to shoot me.
We're a big organization. Low-level operatives might not have gotten the word. But my orders are clear. You're not to be harmed. Crux is in charge here. If you've got questions, talk to her.
Who the charlatan is will kinda shock you. I won't spoil it.
Sam, what's inside the cages?
Judging from the scratching, Artie.
Sam, what are they doing with the Adhi?
It appears the collective are attempting to domesticate the creatures.
And how's that going?
Aggression levels are lower than what we've seen in the wild, but I wouldn't recommend opening the cage.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. Shit. I am running with the wrong crew.
Hey!
Joking, but seriously, that's an impressive amount of merch.
Didn't peg the collective as gardeners.
My people call this plant Gavastir. Last light. It's extremely toxic.
Like everything else on this planet.
The collective most likely uses it to make poison.
There's a funny Mass Effect 2 reference in here. It also became a big known thing in Mass Effect 3.
Are you a new recruit too?
No, just happened to stumble on this place.
Oh, you're the Pathfinder. Crux said we're to be nice to you. I'm new here. Still trying to take everything in.
Why join the Collective?
I lived in port my whole life. Then Sloane shows up and demands a protection fee. My family was still reeling from encounters with Ket. We couldn't pay, so the Outcast banished us to the Badlands. The Collective promised us protection and a chance to get back at Sloane. So I took it.
See you around.
Pathfinder, you caught me off guard. We don't receive many visitors.
I didn't come here to cause problems.
You just have interesting timing. Someone's been faking the charlatan's orders, giving bad intel. It got 2 of our recruits killed.
This is what happens when you rule from the shadows.
Organizations with a face aren't immune to greedy bastards. Trust me. The boss knows it's someone operating out of this base. It's my job to find the culprit.
So what's the holdup?
The imposter could bolt at the first sign of suspicion. I need a subtle way to smoke them out.
Why would someone risk impersonating the charlatan?
Greed is a powerful motivator, Pathfinder. The Collective has access to supplies, credits, you name it. And we only answer to one person.
Maybe I could help? I'm not connected to the Collective. A curious outsider would raise less suspicion than an official representative.
That's true. All right, Pathfinder. Here's what we know. The drop point was in the sulfur springs, so the imposter should have high levels of sulfur in their clothes.
Sam's sensors should be able to detect that. Anything else?
We found footprints that could be human or Asari, but too smudged to get an exact size. That's all my intel. Pathfinder, still here?
What is a charlatan representative exactly?
Most members of the Collective have no direct contact with the charlatan. The boss delivers their orders through us. Even as a representative, I only get messages. I've never met the charlatan in person.
You're okay with that?
I don't like being micromanaged. As long as I carry out the charlatan's orders, I have the freedom to do as I want.
What's it like working for the Collective?
Enjoyable for the most part. Pays good, and being a representative gets me respect. Sure, I live in a cave, but every job has its downside, right?
You've no regrets about leaving the Nexus, then?
No way. Those idiots have no idea what they're doing. At least the charlatan has their shit figured out.
Why work for the charlatan instead of Sloane?
Because moving up in the Outcasts is a popularity contest. Sloane promotes her friends over the qualified. The charlatan doesn't care who you are, just how you perform.
Thanks for the chat.
One second. The message. Okay, sorry about that. I had a bit of an issue. I'll make it up on the other end.
Sulfur readings are low. Additionally, Angaran feet are distinct from humans and Asari.
Can't hurt to check.
Sulfur levels are normal.
Not our culprit, then.
Sulfur levels are on the high side, but not by a large percentage.
And she's Asari, which fits our footprint bill. Can't rule her out yet.
She's worth further investigation.
Oh, here's the fun thing. Mysterious button.
Please, I'd rather you not touch that. Did you hear what I said? Hands off. Seriously? Someone says don't touch that, and the first thing you do is touch it. Am I not being clear enough? Stop touching that. It's killing you, isn't it? You gave up 600 years, came all the way to a new galaxy, and now you really want to know what that does. You're thinking, maybe a Thresher Maw will pop out if I just pushed hard enough. Maybe it's a 3D holo of the new Blasto vid. Blasto versus the Scourge. Go ahead. Touch it one more time. And then I'll let you in on the secret. Okay. One more to make sure you really want it. Right. So every time you push that button, there's a 50-50 chance a prisoner in the next room dies from electroshock. And yet you did it again. Good thing I'm kidding. It doesn't actually do anything. This is Kadara. Everything's busted. You think you would have figured that out after the 28th try. Sucker.
20th try. Yeah, it's funny.
High sulfur levels, but the footprints at the drop site contradict a Solarian's webbed feet.
Just being thorough, Sam.
Sulfur levels are high. Her footprints are of a similar shape to those left at the drop site.
Could be our rat.
Before accusing Dorado, perhaps you'd like to talk to her. She could have an alibi.
Need something? Go bother Crux.
You're a testy one.
Sorry. Haven't slept in 36 hours, thanks to another shit job.
36 hours? That can't be healthy.
Defying the charlatan's orders isn't healthy. I go where I'm told.
The charlatans send you to the Sulphur Springs?
I smell that bad, huh? Like I said, it was a shit job, but I can't talk details. Especially to an outsider. See you around, Pathfinder.
All clear. Sorry about before, not much traffic down here. Recruits are jumpy.
You didn't shoot. That's all that matters.
You're awfully good-natured about people pointing guns at your face. Some of us have been down here for months. I haven't seen the sun in weeks.
There are high levels of sulfur in your clothes.
What?
How'd the sulfur get there if you haven't left in weeks?
I oversee our water filters, make sure they aren't tampered with. I shouldn't have to tell you that Kadara's water is full of sulfur. Is that reason enough, creep?
What do you think of Lynx, Sam?
Her explanation for the level of sulfur in her clothes was plausible, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, any luck finding the imposter?
Dorado's clothes showed high levels of sulfur. When I asked about her last job, she was evasive.
Her mission was at the port. She should have been nowhere near the springs. Aquila, detain Dorado, quietly.
On it.
Good work, Pathfinder. I'll make sure the charlatan knows you helped us settle the matter. Pathfinder, still here?
Thanks for the chat. All right, let's see what's inside.
Who the hell are you?
Does the Collective make a habit of torture?
First off, that doesn't answer my question. And second, I hardly call this torture, just persuasion.
It's torture, and it stops now.
Seriously, who the hell are you?
The human Pathfinder.
Shit. Crux said we're supposed to be on our best behavior around you.
Why?
Answers above my pay grade. Not about to argue. That's enough, Saria. Let the asshole rest.
What?
Just do it.
Lot? Lock people up? Beat them?
We ask nicely first. It only goes badly for the stubborn ones.
Why are these people locked up?
Because they deserve it. That guy set off a bomb near the slums, then tried to blame it on us. They're filth, Pathfinder. Every last one.
That's all.
Good. I've got to get back to work.
Now I get to run all the way back. Alright, I'm back, sorry. Had to get a nice glass of, or shot of some cherry vodka. Keep me awake a bit longer here. Going on almost 2.5 hours, so we're almost done with Gadara. Almost. Eventually.
That'll show 'em.
The Exiles have quite a setup over there. Won't be happy to see us.
This is the spot, but no Reyes.
Let's do this! Think that's it?
Reyes should be here.
I detect no sign of Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder. Shall we proceed without him?
That's not...
Don't move.
Were we too loud?
Shut up. Farrell will deal with you.
I don't need to tell you what happens next.
Settle down. We only came to talk.
We don't talk with outsiders.
What about one of your own?
You eat with them, travel with them, smell like them. You'll bleed, just like the others.
So it's true. You murdered innocent people.
Invaders and sympathizers are not innocent. I will protect my home.
Don't let your hate poison you. We can coexist.
Like here on Kadara. Sloane lies to my people and uses them for power.
I'm not Sloane.
You are all the same.
Not so fast. You're late. I've got a good reason. You'll see in 3...
Don't just stand there!
2...
Kill them!
Still mad?
Die!
Someone!
You were right. These logs prove they came here for recruits, then started killing the locals.
And now they're dead. Don't you love a happy ending? The streets of Kadara are safe again. You did good, Ryder. Don't worry. I'll let all the important people know who to thank.
Maybe the exiles will see the initiative in a new light.
Anything's possible. Admit it, some of that was fun.
We have different definitions of fun.
I'll bring you around. One day. Don't be a stranger, Pathfinder.
Watch out!
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Think that's it?
The mining zone has been depleted. Their salvage is registered to unaffiliated outlaws, Pathfinder. I advise caution.
All right. What now?
Perhaps Reyes has another job for you. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Resources in this area are limited. Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
Remnant. They're completely fried.
Bullet holes match weapons from the Milky Way, Pathfinder.
We must protect the monolith.
Interface accepted.
All right, one more and the vault should be open.
Hi again. Do you have the locations of the victims? It's the only way to make sure justice is served.
Or you could give the data to me for a quick reward. Something real.
Someone has to be held accountable for these murders.
Thank you. A civilization is nothing without justice.
We'll talk to these and drop off these quests.
Move along.
Good news, Doctor? Got your formula?
You have no idea what this means to me.
One of your old co-workers, Dr. Farrenth, claimed she helped you create Oblivion. That it was always meant to be a drug.
That's a lie. Arena's not even a doctor.
Figured as much. You've only shown yourself to be a decent man.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I won't forget this.
Found your surveyor. He broke his neck getting barite samples.
Good surveyors are hard to find. Hope you retrieved the samples.
Here you go.
Wonderful. Here are your credits. You earned them.
Ryder. Perfect timing. You saved me the trouble of looking for you.
Something wrong? Have there been more murders?
Nothing so morbid. This is actually a personal favor. A business rival, Zia Cordier, lifted cargo I was moving for a client.
You want my help getting it back?
We worked so well together on the Rokar job, I thought you'd be willing.
What did she steal?
No idea. Client paid extra for privacy. Considering my fees, it must be valuable.
You didn't check?
Honor's got a price. And the client paid it.
How'd this rival of yours get hold of your cargo?
Her usual tactics. Got my middleman drunk, then stole his ship.
Sounds like you know from experience.
Please, I keep to a 3-drink maximum when I'm on a job.
Maybe, if I have time.
I'd like to get the cargo back before word reaches my client. Zia usually drinks at Krala's song when she stops in Kadara. I'll start there. Join me, if you can find the time.
Alright, I'll go there. Left side. Keep opening.
Get ready to fight! Got them all.
Back again?
That nav point was a setup.
Setup? Was the cache not there?
Sent me into an ambush.
I sent you nowhere. I provided a location. You decided to go there. I'm not responsible for the actions of my other customers.
Other customers?
I may have sold the nav point to multiple people, but in my defense, I didn't think you'd all show up at once.
I want my credits back.
Sorry, sweetheart. I don't do refunds. Besides, you got your weapons. But I don't like unhappy customers. I'll give you a discount for your trouble. That's more than fair.
Okay. Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Well, we turned the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Okay. We should be able to get to the purification console. I gotta admit, this is kind of exciting.
Pathfinder, this may affect your escape from the purification field.
Remtech. Bet we can grab it on the way back.
I will add this map to your interface, Pathfinder.
Remnant incoming!
Which one to pick? trick to this. Let's give it a try. Looks like that did it.
A high concentration of data here, Pathfinder. I recommend scanning.
Another relic box. They are everywhere.
Heads up! Big guys ahead!
All right, now I'm good. Glad we got the part.
Nice work. What do we have here?
Looks like that did it.
Pathfinder, the way across is console activated.
There's a special way to open up all the REM tech in these bunkers. You gotta mess around with the layout of the vault. And usually, 90% of the time, you gotta make it more difficult to get around the vault in order to get some places, get some of the REM tech. That's just how it's supposed to be.
That'll help!
Highlighting interface connections, Pathfinder.
Let's get all of these activated. Here they come.
That's it. Good work.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean?
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us. Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go!
Beautiful. First attempt.
Man, never gets less terrifying. Let's get out of here. There's hope for Kadara yet.
And that's how that bolt's done, was getting the rim tech. Pain, that's one of the pain in the ass ones. Gotta backtrack so much to get it. 666, nice. Alright, so I've been going for 3 hours now. Nice. Fun.
Okay, that's done. Still need to track down Reyes' cargo, though.
You can be as rushed as you want, my man. Sloan gets a cut of all cargo moving through Kadara, and you haven't paid up.
But I did. You know I did.
Afraid it's not on the books.
You son of a bitch.
Guarding the Tempest?
The Nomad. Got some attention when we disembarked, and it's a lot more portable. Seems smart. Only 3 attempts to steal it so far, and 1 offer to buy it.
What was the offer? Just so I know how much I'm driving around.
Negotiations fell apart when he asked if I came with the car. Weird. Must have been something I aimed. Kadara's pretty lively. Lots of people coming and going. And lots of exiles from the Nexus. More than there should be.
What would you do with criminals on the Nexus?
Not sure. Community service? For some cases, anyway. Has to be better than throwing people away. There's not many of us.
Take it this beauty is yours?
The Tempest? Yeah, she's mine.
Hell of a ship. We don't get many like her. Colt Dalton, Kadara Docks Manager. Sloan said to make sure no one harasses you.
Awfully nice of her.
Uncharacteristically so. You must be important.
How safe is it here?
Safety's a commodity on Kadara. It depends on how much you're willing to spend. The port's gun-free, but murder comes in all shapes and sizes. Still, better than living outside the mountain. It's no man's land out there.
Does Kadara get a lot of traffic?
Since we moved in? Oh yeah. Kadara is one of the few planets in Helios with a functioning economy. Got Angara and exiles from all over Helios moving their cargo through this port.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work. Can't find good help to save.
You hear about Klaus and his gang getting wiped out in the Badlands?
Good riddance.
Remy made it back safe. I promised to take care of her protection fees for the next few months.
Next time, double check before you kick someone out of their home.
I will. Don't worry. Thanks for finding her. I owe you.
Relax, Costa. They don't know I was a cop. I'm not one now, no trouble.
Pathfinder,
feeling out of place at the moment. And side effect, coming here makes me hate Tan a whole lot more. These were our people.
Our job is to get people home. That includes Kadara.
Glad to hear it. They were exiled to nothing and built up to this. We need that on our side.
Hey, you! Hands away from the bars. Oh, thank God. Didn't think anyone would stop. I need you to deliver a message. Please.
First, tell me why they've got you locked up.
I may have had too much to drink. And urinated on one of the guards.
No may have about it. My boots still smell of piss.
I've always been a bad drunk.
What kind of message?
Nothing illegal, I just need to get word to my girlfriend. She's probably worried sick.
All right. What's the message?
My girlfriend Sela works at Tartarus. Most beautiful Asari you've ever seen. Skin like the ocean, eyes like...
Jim, the message?
Right. Tell Sela I've run into a complication. But I'll have the credits to pay Sloane's protection fee soon. Ask her to wait for me. Oh, and leave out the part where I'm in jail. Thanks.
Can we leave? Please?
Make fear a thing of the past.
Ryder,
Enlist in the
I
outcast.
recognize these people. The exiles. Some aren't exactly pleased to see us. I've been getting a lot of angry looks.
Just watch your step.
I'm not blinking. Let's do what we have to, then scram, huh?
Sign up for the outcasts.
Here, something extra.
This doesn't make us friends.
Of course not. Got something I think you'll love.
that pistol working out?
It's fine, I think. Do you offer lessons?
Sure, kid. For a price.
Whatever you want. Next time the cat attack, I'll be prepared.
Expecting a new shipment soon.
You okay?
None of your business, Enard.
Whoa, sorry. Just wanted to help.
Your kind never just offers something. There's always a price.
Living under Sloan, I can see why you'd think that. But we're not all the same.
You do look different from the others. Cleaner.
So what's troubling you?
My sister, Morga, works the pipes. Makes sure the port has filtered water. But she's been missing for 3 days.
Is Morga's line of work dangerous?
It can be. Kadara's water is highly acidic. Fixing a leaky pipe could result in major burns. But no one knows Kadara's filtration system like Morga.
Is it unlike your sister not to check in?
Extremely. We're all that's left of our family. The rest were murdered when the Ket invaded Kadara.
I'll keep an eye out for your sister.
Thank you.
Pathfinder, we could use the grates to scan the pipes at a safe distance.
Shipment 404 hasn't come in yet. Kaidos is gonna be pissed.
Error. Error. 404. Error.
No funny business.
Your numbers don't match up, recruit.
Some of the Angara were short.
And?
Well, times are hard.
We aren't running a charity. They want the outcast protection, they gotta pay.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
See you around, Kaidos.
Some of my crew saw you head into the Badlands. I hope you weren't real estate hunting.
What if I was?
Then I'd warn you that any attempts to establish an initiative presence on Kadara would be considered an act of war.
Well, that's a little dramatic.
I will raise your outpost to the ground. How's that for dramatic?
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Watch that collective recorder. I want to know who he talks to.
Sloan brings stability and order. Sign up for the outcasts.
You sure about this?
Sela, I've got a message from Jim, your boyfriend.
Got it. Don't tell me he really thinks I'm his girlfriend.
Hopeful thinking on his part?
More than hopeful. Guilty. Go on, man. What's the message?
He said he'll have enough credits to pay Sloane's protection fees soon. And, to wait for him.
You tell Jim thanks, but I'm happy it's Taurus. I don't need rescuing, especially from a pup like him.
I'll set him straight.
Ugh, what a pain.
Vitals are negative, Pathfinder.
Dead for 3 days. Fits the timeline. Better tell the sister.
Did you find Sela? Was she worried?
No, because she's not your girlfriend.
Shit. I hope she changed her mind.
Focus on yourself, Jim. Sela's happy where she is.
Damn it.
You're back.
I found a body trapped beneath the pipes. I think it might be Morga.
I told her not to work alone.
I wish I had better news.
It's better than not knowing. Thank you.
Pathfinder, you have questions about the Collective?
Thanks for your time.
Of course, Pathfinder. Of course.
Drinking on Kadara ain't half bad. Nexus could learn a thing or two.
Why do you drink here instead of Tartarus?
This place has Umi. She gets me. Huh, or at least she keeps pouring.
Who do you think the charlatan could be?
Anyone or no one. A lot of people would rather get behind a story than face reality.
I assume you have opinions about Sloane?
That's putting it lightly. Sloane switched sides. Helped the uprising when she was head of Nexus security. I don't like Tan any more than I like her, but loyalty counts.
How does this place stack up to the Krogan colony?
Hard to compare. The colony's ours. It works for Krogan. But these exiles are onto something here if they could just get along.
Don't have too much fun.
We'll see.
Pathfinder, I'm uncomfortable here. I'm trying to be cheerful, but I'm not doing a good job.
Shh, Jarl, keep your voice down.
Why? I am not ashamed of my feelings. Am I needed for anything, or can I continue to stand here and imagine taking a scourge bath?
Scourge bath?
It'd be an improvement.
What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
That's my line.
You want a drink or a room?
Information, actually.
That'll cost you more than a round of drinks.
My friend's good for it.
Put it on my tab.
See?
What do you want to know?
Zia Cordier. She been around recently?
You mean your ex? Yeah, she was here.
You never mentioned Zaya was your girlfriend.
She's not. We drink together sometimes. I drink with a lot of people. Anyway, she was here?
Yeah, met with a Solarian. Shifty guy I'd never seen before. Maybe it was the charlatan.
Anything's possible. You overhear their conversation?
They were planning to meet someone at Spirit's Ledge.
Thanks, Umi.
Whatever. You didn't hear it from me.
If you check the meeting spot, I'll follow the collective lead. Doubt Zia was meeting the charlatan, but you never know.
I'll call you when I get there.
Thanks, Ryder.
What's on your mind?
Don't have too much fun.
It's early.
Looks like we missed the meeting.
Let's look around. Maybe Zia left something behind.
Something is built into these rocks.
Gotta be a way to get inside. Sam?
The lock is controlled remotely, perhaps by something nearby.
Think I found something. Looks like a wire. Maybe this will get us inside. Here goes nothing.
Interesting. Did it work?
Reyes, I found a data pad with what looks like a nav point.
Must be where Zia's hiding the cargo. Probably left that behind for the buyer.
Why not just tell the buyer directly?
Frequencies can be hacked. Dead drops are considered safer, especially for a big sale.
Did you find anything on your end?
The Salarian is a fence. No direct connection to the collective. My guess is Zia met him to find potential buyers. Let's follow up on those coordinates. I'll meet you there.
The scavengers that stole the Angaran satellites and destroyed the search vessel.
What are the odds they'll surrender peacefully?
Less than 1%.
A shuttle. Zia and her buyer could be inside.
It's empty.
What if this was all just some elaborate trick to get you here?
You mean there was never any cargo?
Bravo. I knew you'd figure it out eventually.
Zia.
You could never resist a big payout.
What can I say? I'm a greedy man.
That's why you don't have any friends. You're selfish.
Skip the small talk. Why'd you lure Reyes here?
He's been taking all the good jobs in Kadara. It's gotten more than my attention.
So what? The local smuggling union got together and decided to take me down?
Something like that.
Ah, shit.
Move in.
I knew I wasn't popular, but I never thought the other smugglers would team up against me. Kind of flattering, actually.
You'd be smart to keep a low profile.
Discretion is my forte. Ah, all that effort and no credits to show for it.
There are a few less smugglers in Kadara. Think of it as thinning out the competition.
You and your silver linings, Pathfinder. I should clean up this mess. Zia was a piece of work, but it feels wrong to leave her out in the open. Go on. I'll take care of this. Go on. I'll take care of this.
So when I get on board, I'll end the stream and I'll do my little background stuff, and then I'll see you next time finishing up Kadara and the mission for the Archon. So, thanks for watching.
What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting?
I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan colony on Eladin. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Nakmor Morta made herself overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Jaal's right.
We won't make any rash decisions. Drax just brought a problem to the team. Let's dial down the emotions so we can be clear-headed.
Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramov system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Remav? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Eladin's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Crap. No one fights harder than people with nothing to lose.
But now that we have the transponder, we're so close to finding the location of Archon's ship.
Our goal is to create our home here. You never know how something might fit in. Anyway, get Callow the nav points for both Eladin and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey, I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned. As you were.
I'm going to recommend a team-wide increase in caloric intake.
Yay, more cans.
Are you sure about that, Lexi? We don't know how long we're going to need the rations to last. Even trading with Kadara and Aya, we don't have a reliable food source in Helios yet. I'm sure you'll find a way.
Kadara Port's pretty grisly, huh? Probably get into all sorts of trouble there. And now we're going after the Archon's ship? Sure that's a good idea.
In the absence of any others, it's an excellent one.
Guess I can't argue with that. Anything else to go over?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Hey, Jaal? Didn't mean to scare you.
What? I'm not scared. 1 second.
What's going on in here? You look busy.
If I'm busy, my mind is occupied with whatever I'm working on, rather than worrying.
I can see how that helped.
I'd like your advice on something. I'm making gifts for everyone. I have a list.
Gifts?
Do Turians like poetry? For Vetra, I'm writing a poem and engraving it on... I'm not sure yet.
Who doesn't like a personalized poem?
Great. Maybe I could just recite it for her.
Make sure I'm there for that.
Liam seems to like my Rofgin. I might sew him one.
He does.
Do Krogan like knives? I could craft a ceremonial Angaran dagger for Drac.
Who wouldn't want that?
It's mainly decorative. Would you like one?
Jarl, this is a lot of work. What's really going on?
I'm sure that I seem confident and skilled to you, but I'm not. Or I don't feel like I am.
I feel like that a lot.
Good to know. Yes, thanks for sharing that.
Just be yourself.
My family is well known. Our lineage is respected, and many of my kin have achieved great things. I've never been one of them. So many older siblings and cousins who... I stopped trying to keep up.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
You're one of us now, Jarl.
Alright, good night everyone. Have a nice rest of your day.